It's spooky and empowering at the same time.
Possess all your dreams. A demon preys on the weak. You better watch out for me. Mistakes were made, you will see. You should've never crossed me, 'cause now you'll never stop me. Revenge was my calling. Now you're a dead man walking. And all your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll be right there. You should be afraid, you should be scared. We're all alone, you're on your own. It's you and me, who's going home? Look up, 'cause I'm right here. Welcome to a real life nightmare.
Hello, everybody. Okay, we're going to turn on an add-on that I must have going. Did you see I have my mic in the picture? You can hear me better and I don't have to yell for you to hear me. So what did you do today? I've been out. I woke up this morning feeling like, you know, I need to get my yard straight. So we were outside getting my yard straight, and me and my husband. And this guy drives by taking a picture of my house and me. So it kind of freaks me out as people do that. That's, I mean, you have no reason to take a picture of that. Husband thinks it was the realtor that he contacted yesterday. No, we're not selling yet. No, you can't have it yet. No, absolutely not. Cannot have my house. So, there's that. Then I got tired of my husband driving me around the house, around the city. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to disconnect the game for a second. It won't shrink down. It's not in windowed mode. I gave up on that mode. Well, I didn't give up as much as thing, but just don't like it. Give me the full version, please. We will go and do. I just need to launch something from my desktop, so it doesn't give me that error. Because I wanted to go a little bit into Trade Skill Master today, but seeing as though I haven't completed my what could be a popular, I'm finding streaming Mythics is not really that popular outside of being in the competition, but no one wants to watch me stream Mythics. So, I might change my format to doing a little this, a little that, like I did before. Hello, viewer. There is a viewer. Game's coming up. Oh yeah, I got a little sun today. I'm a little frustrated. And I gotta make a tiny adjustment. Right now, it's just something in the settings. And like I was telling my husband, I just really got tired of him telling me
Do you want to see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you guide the ground with some straight blood? I just want to find out my limits.
I just got tired of him.
I'm in this life to win it, and this is just the beginning. Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse.
I'm looking for being able to mark, and I came up with a little idea. About adding stream markers. Now every time I want to mark something, I hit M. Open my map. I don't know if it'll go through, but we'll see. Nowhere to open my map, and it marks a part in the stream. But I do have my phone available if that doesn't work out. So we're going to go and we're going to try a Uldum Mythic +8 on my character. After this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might stop streaming. I might try to stream another alt. If I do try to stream another alt, I will be disconnecting this stream. See, that's the collar I'm wondering about. Should I wear it or should I not? It doesn't have any kind of crit on it. It's saying that I don't need it, so I'm gonna wait until later to double check that. Drink plenty of water, folks. Sit back and watch how I probably will fail at this dungeon again. Because I didn't research the pulse. I can do a basic research on the pulse. I can go up here, see where is that Mythic Dungeon tools. Let's see, I'll be doing not Halls of Infusion, I'll be doing Uldum, the Legacy of Tyr. And let's do an intermission here. There we go. That way you can see the map better than having it all over the map. Okay, so it is raging torrential. I don't know if it's that, but we will put that down today. Let's see. First pull is here. So we come in through here, go through here, we pull all this together, and we pull this, we don't pull this. This is number 4. This is number 4. 6. Okay, so Domarch is where we go first. We don't go. I'm confused. Where's the other? this is number 8. So we go all the way through here, hit this guy, come back here, and back all the way over here. Well, once we clear this, we just teleport back. If we can get 9. Wow, this is really deep in. Okay, link spells. Affected by fear, done, disorienting. Okay. Wow, that was more than I expected. Overall, efficiency score 0. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get more. He's affected by the taunt. Here, of course. He's affected. He's untauntable. Oh, I didn't know that. He has 3 points. He's humanoid, 70. But he is not untouchable. There's no fear. He's a warrior who I know that. Okay, so he's like the only one in there like that. Oh, there's another one. He's like way over here. So actually, we were supposed to skip those right there. Embryon. Okay, yeah, I know this fight pretty well. Stay out of the fire. engine. So stay behind them. Your DPS. If you can. Active keepers. Yep, I know that fight pretty well. You can go through here. Wait. Hollow keepers. Okay, so we go through here, this way. Leave this guy alone. Why does everybody pull this dude? I have no idea. And supposedly we can skip this guy? No. Okay. These two we can skip by going up through there. Alright, I don't understand this fight. I've done this fight a million times, but okay, so eruption of excess time inflicts 46,000 arcane damage to players within 8 yards. It knocks them back. Okay, that's why I stay away. Time sink is ripped away. Time is ripped away from the target. Inflicting 6,000 target. 6,906. Chrono Lord Delos reverses the flow to this is destroying his own energy. Sand breath, Chrono Lord breathes out time, altering sand, inflicting 100 arcane damage to players in front of him. It's a effect. Eternity Orb from the Lord Delos calls forth an eternal orb made of sand, which falls from above when it strikes the ground. It inflicts 2794 arcane damage to all players and forms an eternal orb. Storming, explosive effects, putting large amounts of enemies at once will result in more of those tornadoes spawning at once. Pulling large amounts. If you are a ranged player, stay out of melee range. You will have an easy time dealing with it. In addition, when the mobs are under the influence of a stun, they will not spawn. Okay. So, the whole group yesterday wasn't doing it right. We went in there, you'd have to watch the replay for it. It's on my account, watch it. The DH ran in and he wanted us to all run in melee range of the boss. And as a warlock, I'm a big, you know, I can do that, big deal, but then again, alright, come on. Alright, here we go. I like how that orb's there and you're thinking every time you touch that orb in that particular room, you're like, oh, they can shift to where the portal goes. Shift, not shit. But that's not so. The portal is stationary on the burning here. So I need people who will stun, so they don't generate tornadoes. And then I toss out my abomination more. Not the abomination, but the infernal. I don't have an abomination. That's a DK thing. So I'm gonna give it a go again. People are saying they hate this. These icons down here. Wish I could zoom in so you could see them. But I know they're kind of growing on me, but I'm sure that it's just temporary. One thing I might want to do also is find a warlock, a new warlock spec before it starts. Spec. Excuse me. I'm not even going to read you what it's saying about destruction, which I completely disagree with. It's not bringing up Wildhead. I'm looking for a certain one for watch me be using AM. This Warlock Palatry, Destruction Warlock Palatry.
Do you want to see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement?
You know, it only costs a few bucks a week to.
I just want to find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life.
I love, you know, World of Warcraft as much as the next person that plays it. Okay, so I got one for this particular dungeon. This is the Razagap. This is ones for the Uldum. Specifically, it's an AoE Infernal build. Uldum. Yeah, but Uldum. I can't spell. How about that? But yeah, this is. I put Uldum. I am so used to that spelling. I didn't know it was spelled with A in there.
Do you want to see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement?
What the heck?
Would you dye the ground with some straight blood? I just want to find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it. And this is just the beginning.
I'm gonna delete it because it didn't change it. This is an AoE build, supposedly. Is this Soul Leech? Probably keep me alive. It's a node! And we got Shadow Fury. Yes. Yes. Definitely yes. What is this? Called Observer? Why do I have that on my bar? Okay, so giving me a strategy. On defeating Bromouch, just to the right, you will see the first checkpoint named Alpha. Second checkpoint is after defeating Imberon is okay, yeah, thanks. There is a mining profession bonus in this dungeon, granting you Lost Tome stackable buff that persists through death. There are 3 other tomes that are located throughout. Oh, cool. Lost Dwarves buff. Important, the Lost Dwarf trash some tips and tricks. Interrupting chain lightning. Stone spike coming from Stoneward Judgment. Okay. Pay attention to her. Hulking Berserker, disease bite. It'll always go on the highest threat target tank, leaving a lingering disease effect that reduces your movement speed by 30%. Move away from brutal slam to avoid being stunned. Wow! Once the hulking berserker health drops to 40%, he will cast Reckless Rage, affecting all nearby enemies. Pay attention to Olaf, ricocheting shield. It targets a random player and deals physical damage. It will ricochet up to 5 players within 5 yards. Keep spread out at all times. Interrupt defensive bulwark. Yeah. It provides 75% damage reduction for the remaining dwarves. It is important to note that during the entire duration of defensive bulwark, Orlov does not cast any other spells nor auto attacks. So, if he's casting defensive bulwark, he's defenseless. He's defenseless. So get behind him and. So if it does go off, get behind him and nuke him. Once the dwarves reach low health, they hop on the longboat raid and fire searing cannon fire at every live member of your team at their current location. You must be stacked at this point and move slowly together to save space, as the searing cannon fire will leave burning pitch behind it, which will last for 30 seconds. So stack, that's something I didn't know. Apparently, at last, focusing on one boss at a time is going to be beneficial, as the hasty rearming will increase the rate at which searing cannon fire is firing. Okay, and the more dwarves that are, the more frequently it will cast. DPS, focus your major cooldown on one of the bosses. Okay. Always be mindful of your health. Right. Yes, Shadow Fury. This is actually... See, if in a dungeon, I should never ever kill my pet, because I can always summon another one, and why bother? Focus your major cooldown on one of the bosses. Always be mindful of your health and use the defensive things as appropriate. I usually do that. Come on, really? Alright. Got the tank, got the healer. Aware of Eric Swift, he will cast Dagger Throw at a random player, non-interruptible, unless he's susceptible to fear, which he's not. Okay, so Row March, trash tips and tricks. Upon defeating the Lost Doors, head towards the map changing area where Row March is located. The path. So they want us to do the Lost Dwarves first and not Row March. That's kind of reverse of what. Whatever. Okay, here we go. I'm reading it anyway, even though I agree. This says, let me bring it up again. So this says well, I guess it's depending on your what's your poison. I mean, you can go here or anyway. Burly Rock Thrower is the only new mob that will appear here. They will occasionally cast Throw Rock, which is non-interruptible. You can just disrupt the effects and stop it. In other words, you can move around and make it move with you. Ground animation cast, which you must step aside and dodge the damage. It is important note. They literally wrote no note. It's important to note that this mob is static, which means that you need to line of sight it in order for him to stack on top of you. So that's why people line of sight. Well, most people. I've seen people just wait. They just leave it behind and it's just throwing rocks at the DPS who are following behind. Few seconds into the fight, Bromarch will cast Call the Deep, summoning a Stone Vault Geomancer and Stone Vault Ambusher, the same mobs that you previously fought to get to the vault. It is important to note that because the Stone Vault Geomancer is the caster, they will stay far away while casting spells on you. The best way to deal with them is to line of sight so they can come close to the tank, or use the interrupt knockback spells abilities so you can lock them on the cast and make them move closer to you. Occasionally the boss will cast Thundering Slam, move out of the ground effect as quickly as you can, although the tank last night said, "Oh, you need to come closer." No. Occasionally the boss Thundering Slam, move out of it quickly as possible. When Bromarch casts Quickening Totem, you have to instantly shift your focus and kill it. While the Quaking Totem is active, the entire party will take shocking quake damage. So it's extremely important to nuke it quickly. Okay, I was told differently. I was told to stay on Bromarch, but I can learn. It will cause Tremor to stun all the... Upon destroying the Quaking Totem, it will cause Tremor and stun all the Stone Vault Trogs within 8 yards. So bring them, you bring them to that particular totem. Okay, pay attention to when he casts Bloodlust. You won't be able to interrupt it, but you can enrage Dispel as soon as you see it. Stunning him during the cast with the Tremor will also stop the effect. Okay, so one tank that did this okay, never mind. Make sure you use your interrupts on Stone Vault Geomancer so they can get in melee range and easily cleaved. Focus the Quaking Totem as soon as Susan spawns, as long as the Stone Trogs are there. Okay, so for the tank, as soon as the Call of the Deep has been cast, collect the Argo from nearby stone. Okay, this did not happen. We were getting nuked and we had no idea why we were dying, and we just figured it out. The tank didn't know what the hell they were doing. Okay, so Sentinel, boss, Talondos. Once you defeat Bromarch, pay attention to the earthen cloister in front of Cleave. As a tank, you must be positioned away from any melee members to prevent them from being cleaved. If you don't know what cleaved in World of Warcraft means, it's the same thing that means that you can strike more than one target with your weapon. That's why it's important. If you see that coming up in the spell, you need to move away from it and just either move around or just get behind them. You know, don't have to move you don't have to move like me. I moved 3 feet to the left or right. Just move right through them and turn around and hit them in the back. That way you don't get hit. Or you can stun them. I don't know if that will stop them from casting that, but it will not stun them. So that's why I've got a different spec. This is actually something that will stun everything. And I'm glad to have this back. Seriously, I am. Okay. Refeed the Ref T Custodian sticks alongside Earthen Custodian, but it's a lot less dangerous. You only need to pay attention to Jagged Bite, which is a non-interruptible cast that applies bleed damage over time to your tank. Okay. Again, best way to interrupt that is to move away, because then they taunt them and then move away, or move away and taunt them. Either way, it works. If you're a tank and you're new, taunt them. And I noticed that tank wasn't taunting yesterday. I shouldn't. And every tank can taunt, and he wasn't taunting. He was blaming us for his failure. I guess that's what I observed, at least, because I was getting hit by. I have never been in a group ever where those stone trogs came flying away from the tank and they just started hitting on me and everybody else, including the healer. He wasn't doing anything but what he shouldn't have been doing. He was not taunting. And he had a rating higher than mine, 1100. He must have been DPS for that rating. But, you know, he wanted to jump in on my group as a tank. But, you know, what can you do? So that's something you healers need to know about the bleed. Ancient power buff from the Ref T Custodian. Every time you see it, I'm checking and see if there's anybody who's out there. It is important to understand, and I'm reading this from Wildhead, guys. It's important to understand the Ancient Dynamo works, how Ancient Dynamo works. At the beginning of the fight, the boss will have 2 stacks of Inexorable, which gives her immunity to stun effects. Okay, that's good to know. Why is that important? Because later on we must stun her with either resonating orb or any other stun effect to prevent the boss from gaining the Titanic Empowerment and Rage effect. And the thing is, if it's in a rage, there's rogues. Rogues do have a derager on them. They can take those off. Hunters can take it off. Druids can take it off. I don't think Pallies can. Let's see who else. I know there's somebody else that can do it. Not warlocks. Not mages. Who else? Who am I missing? I don't think. Well, demon hunters can derage, but you gotta hope that you get only one magic effect there. I can do it with my pet. I can take off one magic effect with the Fell Hunter. I'm beginning to think that I have the wrong pet. I should be using my Fell Hunter. My Fell Hunter, I feel, is just too squishy. But I'm willing to learn. So use your defensive cool DPS. It's okay. All rolls. Occasionally, Sentinel Teleonis will cast Crushing Stomp, knocking players away, interrupting their cast, and also dealing physical damage to all of them. Stop your casting at the end to prevent being spell locked. And that's something you learn over time to do. You learn how to, all you have to do is hit the escape key, or you can jump to interrupt your casting, or you just miss that one cast. When you hear it's going to go off, when they're casting it, you stop. You hit or you jump. One of the two. Alright. Because of unrelenting, it is advised to have your cooldowns once you start the boss fight. That's very important too. Okay, I'm not going to read. Well, sure, I'll go through the tank stuff. The boss will cast Titanic Empowerment. Once she reaches 100 in energy, it is important for you to clear her remaining stacks of inexorable with the resonating orb. So in other words, you gotta run her into the orb, or you gotta run, if you're a player being targeted by it, run her up to the boss and do it before she gets close to 100 energy. So later on, you can stun her on the Titanic Empowerment cast, preventing her from empowering. Although you can, like I said, you can take that off. If you're a hunter or any of those tunes, if it does go off. So I will definitely be using Sleuth Hunt, and that's exactly what my Fell Hunter's called, Sleuth Hunt. Healer. When the Centenerd Talondrez casts Crushing Stomp, be prepared to top up your party quickly. In other words, heal them quickly there. Use the group heal. Use healer cooldowns when Earthen Shard's bleed effect is going out. It will cast on random party members. This is a good time to suggest that to your teammates to use their personal defensive. Okay, that's good to know. You know, they didn't say that in the DPS. Well, they did. Use your defensive cooldowns with bleeding shards. There are several spells that can completely mitigate the crushing effect, stomp effect. Here are the most popular ways: Stoneform Racial, Hallie's Blessing of Protection, or any other immunity. I don't have an immunity as a warlock, but I have a damage. They gave me a damage reduction shield, so that's another way to do it. Okay, so Embryon Boss Guide in Uldum Legacy of Tyr. Important Embryon trash tips. Interrupt Stonebolt. That's the first interrupt I've heard from the Earthen Weaver. The mob will also cast Hailstone channel on random player. This is a highly important cast that can only be stopped by a stun or disturb effects. Beware of Runic Protector and its Fission Slam ability. It leaves lingering pull on the ground. In other words, that's the big. You'll see them. You'll see them. The mob will occasionally cast Earthquake, which does AoE damage. Its damage can't be line of sighted. This is the best time to use personal defensives. Okay. I never hear Earthquake though. I hear like overlapping spells. Make sure you interrupt Purge, interrupt or Purge Earthen Ward. There's another one. A hunter can take it off. Earthen Ward. Let's see. Of course, the shaman can purge it. Shaman can purge. Oh yeah, the shaman can purge the rage, enrage on the previous boss that I was talking about. Well. So there's a lot of things players could be doing, but they don't do it because they don't know if the spell, or they're not thinking about it. They're really into the moment. That's what happens to me. I get into the moment. I'm moving around. Is this going to hurt? Where do I need to be? You know, because I see stuff on the ground, and of course I had to make the decision. Do I need to be here, or do I need to be Skitter Crawler will randomly cast Pounce on your party. That's true. Members and your healer must top you up to prevent lethal damage. Their auto attacks also apply Venomous Fang's poison effect on your tank, so if you don't have a poison dispel, this is perfect. If you have a poison dispel, this is a perfect time to use it. The last important mob you should pay attention to is the Cavern Seeker, and I hate them. I hate those damn things. The bat will occasionally cast Sonic Burst. Interrupt it at all costs or stop casting. Because if you are casting while that's going off, you're going to be spell locked. Okay, Embryon, he will cast Active Keepers. That's true. Activate Keepers. You can attack them into the boss's phase, each of them spawning a purging flames. It is extremely important to dodge them at all costs. They rotate slowly. If you want to pass through them, use a military or a heavily personal defensive to survive. An example can be Rogue's Cloak of Shadows, etc. Here is the most important details about the fight. Periodically, Embryon will cast unstable embers on a random player. It doesn't always be on Godawa though, or on a random player on Mythic difficulty. Or okay, sorry, it's on Mythic difficulty. It does it on Mythic difficulty. It targets all the players. It is extremely important to be spread, and never overlap each other with the surrounding circles. Well, that's why it's a circle. To be honest. There are some hints in here. DPS spread around accordingly so you can kill 4 keepers as quickly as you can. Use your defensive cooldowns in the activate keeper's phase, since you will be taking constant damage from far away. That is absolutely true, and sometimes, well, most of the time I forget to. Aim the searing clap frontal away from your party members. I have been with a lot of pugs lately, and just about every one of them are aiming it at me. Healers, be ready to dispel burning heat damage over time effects immediately. During the activate keepers phase, use your healing cooldowns to heal your team, as they will be taking constant fire wave damage during this entire phase. Okay, Chronos Delos boss guide. Yay. Here's the trash tips. Epsom Golem is an important trash mob that your healer must pay utmost attention to. He has only one important ability, Thunderous Clap. And yes, they hit me. That hits me hard. It's killed me in Mythic plus higher, like 5 plus higher in Mythics. Killed my Warlock at least. Dealing AoE damage to everyone in the area. The good thing is, if you are a ranged player, you can outrange it. Uncertain yet about how many yards away, but staying at least 30 yards away is safe enough. So that's good to know. Pay attention to the Earthen Guardian, as its Blessing of Tyr cast is non-interruptible. It's interruptible, but you have to move around to interrupt it. You have to taunt it and then move. Taunt, move, taunt, move. The cast is uninterruptible in the aura bolsters the damage to any nearby enemies that are inside the bubble, so your tank must kite the mobs away from it immediately. Your tank must pay attention to Bulwark Slam, a heavy-hitting single target ability. So that seems, the Earthman Guardian seems to be the one that I usually go for it. But the last time I went through it yesterday on a +2 mythic. I don't remember seeing any. The last non-boss enemy you should pay attention to is the Infinite Time Weaver. It applies stolen time debuff that can be dispelled to any nearby enemies that are inside the bubble, so your tank must kite mobs. Oh, I'm kind of skipped back up. Which stacks. The most important note here is the debuff has an aura effect, meaning that you don't have to, meaning they don't have to auto attack anyone to apply it. As long as they are present, everyone gets it. Be careful how many of them pull, since it can go pretty out of hand if you pull multiple. And we really don't want to pull multiple in this 8, because I don't want that many tornado spawning. Does not get applied. Stolen time does not get applied when Infinite Time Weaver is under a stunning effect, leaving the door or potential stats reset. Okay. Kronos Lord Delios. I'm not gonna say Dios, but it looks like D-E-I-O-S. Dios. It's a straightforward boss fight with an intermission. Periodically, his energy will decay from 100 to 80 to 80, 60, 40, 20, 0. 5 ticks, 20 per each tick. Upon which rewind time flow begins. Stay in the temporal zone before they disappear, as they grant you a 30% haste for the remaining duration. Oh. When the boss reaches 100 energy, the rewind time flow ends, and so does the intermission. Here is more detailed breakdown of the fight. Periodically, Chrono Lord deals cast Eternity Orb. Do your best to dodge the ground animation, and follow up full of the Eternity Zone. Beware of the wing buff, as it will not only interrupt your catch, but it will knock you back, causing you to take physical damage. Make sure that there is no Eternity Zone left behind you to avoid further damage. Stay inside the temporal zone ground effects during the rewind time phase. They will give you a massive haste increase. Use your defensive cooldowns accordingly to watch out for time sink debuff. Tank Sand Breath must be tanked away from the group, as is our Frontal Cone. Oh my god, how many tanks have tanked it right? They turn it around and they face it right towards me. I can't count the time. When the boss casts Time Sink, Healer, when the boss casts Time Sink, it will go to a random member from your party, and upon dispelling, you will trigger a time interruption. It is best to wait until the target is safe to be dispelled. Using healing cooldowns, rewind time flow begins. When rewind time flow begins, it will damage everyone in your party every 1 second for 12 seconds. What can I say? I literally count many times that Oh god, just okay. So now it's time for me to get ready for this fight. I am going to need slew fun, not my Uber. I told you it was slew fun. You didn't believe me. There it is, slew fun. And I'm going to have to eat up and drink. Now, slew fun will his little thing will go right there. And this is spell lock. And if you wonder why I don't know that as a longtime warlock, because I never used this pet. I used the imp. All right, now to get the group together. Watch, I'm going to put Nova pulls and none of them will. What is it? Storming and... oh, where is it? And I'm going to do this once. If I fail with this group, I'm going to finish my, because I already got the Mythic thing done. I closed that out yesterday. I'm just doing this to try to get through. And I suspect that with those instructions, people are not going to flock to this group. I don't want another warlock. Thank you. Again, that's my preference. This is this Warlock? Nope, Demon Hunter. Fine. Yes. Now we're just looking for it. So we got a healer that extra healer, and I know Pally can. Is it Pally they can dispel poison? Another, I think the, Druid, Evoker, Monk, and Paladin.
Mama said, honey child, you walk a lonely mile. With your serpent tongue, your diamond eyes, and blood dripping from your smile.
So we can have a Druid, Evoker, Monk, or Paladin. We can't have a Priest. I had a Priest as the healer last time, so that kind of sucked. So a even if it's just a, even if I have to settle for a priest, at least I need, if I do get a priest, I need, well, can't even get a paladin tank because they won't have time to be messing with that. So maybe they can take it off themselves if they know that have it on them. So there's the planning thought for those two.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My
Or reverse that, have a druid healer. Druid healer would be awesome.
Stop feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed?
See, that is a healing. Oh, that'll be fine.
Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back.
See, the last two were.
So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes. I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit. I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me.
I am a dragon.
See how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
I'm a dragon warlock. Okay, guys. Let's get this on the going. Oh, I'm gonna cast this.
What it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
Always good to have.
My shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning.
Everybody's ready.
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hey, why he was. Yeah, I see. All right. Wow, this does make a difference. Whee! Oh, we're going. Not him. Not him. Yeah. Okay, we going to number. All right. My pet died. Oh, come on. We didn't even get past this. That +9 I was talking about. This guy is doing his job as a tank. He's keeping the shit away from the DPS. And I'm trying to do my job as a DPS to stay away from the tank so he can do his job. My fingers are aging. Duh, I'm an old woman. Okay. Whee! All right, we'll see now. Does he want me to throw this down? This is all the tanks. Maybe we can take off one of those magic effects from her. See, the amount of teamwork that had to go through that was phenomenal. Even though I don't know these people at all. I don't know who they are.
Burn it at both ends. I like the fire causing mayhem. I'm not tired, I've been waiting. I'm not forsaken. I'm my own and I'm jaded. Energy comes from my hatred. Call me the villain, cause I've been killing.
Can't move.
I've been dealing with all my demons.
Well, I could have blown my...
Yeah, they be screaming. I can hear them in my mind. They just wanna find any fight, any reason. Dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never let it go. Even when it hurts.
The healer's keeping us going. That's awesome. All right. Sure, they're saying something about me. Let's see. Nope.
Give me a second to blow. Give me a second to grow. Be at the top of the show. Be at the top like a pro. I flip the switch, different mode. No, they ain't laughing, no joke. Cause I attack when they won't. Welcome to the dark side. There ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst.
Oh, I hate the having... What the hell? What can that spell?
This is my curse. Let's go. Moving silent, feel the violence.
It's the poison.
I know the assignment. I'm taking over. I'm sick of mediocre. I'll be the closer. I got a different motive. I got a mission to win. It's some ammunition to get it. Don't need permission to finish.
Okay.
Got some convictions. I'm living once I'm committed. I'm in it. Got a prediction. I'm
We gotta stay behind this guy as much as possible.
I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead.
Whoa.
And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead. Welcome to the new regime. We do what we want,
Burn!
we do anything. Took everything to extreme, cause we were suppressed when we had big dreams. Yeah, it's a new machine. All our energy coming from caffeine. No pain, morphine. This our world now, we the kings and queens. They're the pure bloods, I'm the hybrid. They hate change, so they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead.
All right. Got through that stuff.
You can't stop me, I'm a problem. I can feel my adrenaline calling. Blood pumps as my form starts evolving. Better watch out or I'll put you in a coffin. You can't stop me, I'm a problem. I can feel my adrenaline calling. Blood pumps as my form starts evolving. Better watch out or I'll put you in a coffin. You can't stop me, I'm a problem. I can feel my adrenaline calling. Blood pumps as my form starts evolving. Better watch out or I'll put you in a coffin.
Okay, I'm just.
You can't stop me, I'm a problem. I can feel my adrenaline calling. Blood pumps as my form starts evolving. Better watch out or I'll put you in a coffin.
We haven't died. We haven't yelled at each other. We're doing our jobs. What am I doing? I can't go around there. I can go around there. I'm just gonna go around. Okay.
Till I collapse, I'll be moving too fast. Got my foot up on the gas, full throttle till I crash. I'm back with the vengeance. You gon' see me end this. I will be ascending. I don't ever slack. I got my eyes on a prize. What I see for my life. I don't float, no, I fly. Do or die. Cause you gotta do or die. There ain't no compromise. Get ready for a fight. Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you dye the ground with some stray blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it. And this is just the beginning. Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I
Boom, wrong place. All right, we did it. We did it. We did it. Do I have another saucy here? Let's see. I really did not like that spec. It was a lot of do I need help with my keystone? That's a level 10 freehold. Out. And let's see how much 6. Yeah, my DPS was crap because of the spec, but maybe the pet. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. So that's all for Godwa this week, to be honest. I will be going back to my Razagath spec because I love it. Just too much. And the Razagath spec is actually the Zygor spec. Oh, excuse me. Actually, Zygor is choosing that spec. I don't want that one. I'm going back to that. That one was this. Gave me more DPS. The guy that said, we even got it done with a 15k lock. I wasn't doing 15k yet. Man, that really sucked for me. I don't know what else I'm going to do with this lock. Being destruction. But I got freehold coming up, so maybe I'll study the pulls, make sure that I know what I'm doing next time. Let's see, what do they want? Oh, they bought something from me. Oh, okay, thanks. Like they can hear me. So, next week I've done 5 of these. I need 3 more mythics to do. I'm gonna get rid of that dog. That dog just pisses me off. It died so quickly. And Geloise. Oh, looky here. And I need 3 more, yeah, just like I thought, 3 more mythics. I'm not going to get that done this week because I am done with God of What this week because she's taken up a lot of my time. And I meant to raid today. I think I might go ahead and stream that raid because I planned it for today, and tomorrow I didn't really have anything planned for tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and end Godowa's stream and start up Lefia's. Be back with Lefia doing her fire. She's just going for transmog. This is transmog run for the Firelings. Hope you stay tuned for that.